In this video, we're diving into a topic: stop making these WD-40 mistakes until you watch this. It's costing you thousands. Could your trusty can of WD-40 be ruining your car without you knowing? Are you unknowingly damaging plastics and rubbers that rot, crack, or fall apart? Is using too much WD-40 turning your car into a magnet for dirt and grime? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will be equipped with the knowledge that not only can save you money on repairs, but it can also maximize its benefits while minimizing potential pitfalls. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Using WD-40 for the wrong surfaces. WD-40 is widely recognized as a go-to product for countless tasks thanks to its ability to lubricate, protect against rust, and displace moisture. It's a staple in many households, garages, and workshops. However, despite its reputation for versatility, one of the most common and costly mistakes users make is applying WD-40 to surfaces where it simply doesn't belong. Misusing it can result in a range of unintended consequences, some of which may lead to irreversible damage or expensive repairs. For example, applying WD-40 to certain types of plastic can be a recipe for disaster. Some plastics, particularly softer or more porous varieties, can react negatively to the solvents in WD-40. Over time, this exposure can cause them to become brittle, misshapen, or discolored. This is especially concerning when it comes to delicate components like electrical housings, car dashboard trims, remote controls, and other everyday household items made from synthetic materials. Painted surfaces are another area where caution is crucial. While WD-40 may seem harmless at first, frequent use on painted items can strip protective coatings, causing the paint to fade, dull, or peel. This can be particularly disheartening when the affected surface is part of a car's exterior, a painted appliance, or a decorative fixture. Items where aesthetics and durability matter. Repairing this type of damage often requires sanding, repainting, or complete replacement, which can be both time-consuming and expensive. Furthermore, it's important to remember that WD-40 is not designed to be a long-term lubricant. Although it works well for loosening stuck parts and offering short-term relief, prolonged use on moving components can lead to other issues. It tends to leave behind a thin, oily residue that can attract dust, dirt, and debris. Over time, this grime can accumulate, leading to blockages, reduced efficiency, or even mechanical wear. To use WD-40 safely and effectively, always consult the manufacturer's recommendations for the material or device you are treating. When in doubt, perform a spot test in an inconspicuous area before applying it more broadly. Being informed about what WD-40 should not be used on is just as important as understanding its strengths. Proper usage ensures that you get the best performance from this multi-purpose product without the risk of costly damage down the line. Mistake number 2. Over-application. One of the most common misconceptions when using WD-40 is the assumption that applying more of the product will deliver better results. After all, if a little works, then a lot must work even better, right? Unfortunately, that belief can backfire and actually cause more harm than good. Over-application of WD-40 is not only wasteful, but it can also lead to a range of negative consequences that compromise both functionality and cleanliness. When WD-40 is sprayed excessively, it leaves behind a thick, oily residue that doesn't simply evaporate or disappear. This greasy film tends to cling to surfaces and act as a magnet for dust, dirt, and other airborne particles. Over time, the accumulation of grime can turn a once clean surface into a sticky, unsightly mess. This is particularly problematic in environments where cleanliness is important, such as kitchens, electronics, tools, and vehicles. Moreover, this residue built up can interfere with the proper operation of mechanical parts, hinges, latches, and sliding mechanisms that were meant to move freely can begin to stick, squeak, or grind as they become clogged with debris. Indelicate tools or precise instruments, such as WD-40, can seep into tight crevices and create friction or resistance instead of eliminating it. Even worse, in electrical components, it may trap conductive particles that increase the risk of malfunction or short-circuiting. The key to getting the most out of WD-40 is using it wisely and sparingly. A light-controlled spray applied directly to the affected area is typically all that's needed to break rust, loosen tight bolts, or provide temporary lubrication. After application, it's best practice to gently wipe off any visible excess with a clean cloth to ensure a clean finish and prevent unnecessary residue. Ultimately, using WD-40 in moderation not only saves you time and money but also extends the life of the items you are treating. With a careful and measured approach, you can enjoy the benefits of this versatile product without dealing with the mess or damage that comes from overuse. Mistake number 3. Mistakenly applying WD-40 in situations where it's not effective. While WD-40 is often praised for its versatility and effectiveness in a wide range of applications, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. A common mistake among users is applying WD-40 in scenarios where it is either ineffective or potentially harmful. For instance, using it on electrical components can be risky. Though WD-40 does offer some water displacement properties, it is not a proper electrical contact cleaner and may actually create a conductive path, increasing the risk of short circuits or long-term corrosion. Similarly, applying WD-40 on items such as bicycle brakes, clutch systems, or other critical friction-based components can interfere with performance. The lubricant can reduce the necessary friction, leading to compromised safety and poor functionality. On delicate electronic devices, WD-40 can leave a residue that interferes with sensors or circuit contacts, potentially leading to malfunction or permanent damage. It's important to understand the specific requirements of each task before reaching for that familiar blue and yellow can. Always research whether WD-40 is suitable for the job at hand, and when in doubt, consider using a product specifically designed for your application. Remember, although WD-40 is a powerful and convenient tool, misusing it can lead to costly repairs or reduced efficiency. Avoiding incorrect applications and understanding its limitations will help you get the best and safest results from this widely used spray. By neglecting these mistakes, they can definitely cost you tons of money. Here are costly consequences. Improper use of WD-40 can lead to financial repercussions that many users may not anticipate. When WD-40 is applied incorrectly, it can result in damage that necessitates expensive repairs or even complete replacements. For instance, using WD-40 on a painted surface can cause the paint to peel, leading to the need for a costly repainting job. In some cases, this can run into hundreds of dollars, especially if professional services are required. Anecdotal evidence highlights the financial impact of these mistakes. One homeowner shared that they used WD-40 on the bicycle chain only to find that it attracted dirt and grime, leading to a complete breakdown of the chain. The cost of replacing the chain and servicing the bike totals over $100. Similarly, a car enthusiast recounted using WD-40 on electrical components, which resulted in a short circuit that required a costly repair at the mechanic's shop. Statistics also reveal that improper maintenance can lead to significant expenses. According to a study, homeowners spend an average of $3,000 annually on repairs due to neglecting proper maintenance practices. By using WD-40 correctly, you can avoid these pitfalls and save money in the long run. Encouraging viewers to consider the long-term savings is essential. By taking the time to learn how to use WD-40 effectively, you can prevent costly mistakes and ensure that your tools, vehicles, and household items remain in good condition. Best practices for using WD-40. To get the most out of WD-40, it's essential to use it effectively and safely. Here are some best practices to follow, along with step-by-step instructions for common applications. First, when using WD-40 as a lubricant, start by cleaning the surface you plan to treat. Remove any dirt or debris to ensure optimal performance. Next, shake the can well and hold it about 6 inches away from the surface. Spray a light, even cold, on the area, allowing it to penetrate. For a few minutes, wipe away any excess with a clean cloth to prevent build-up. For cleaning purposes, such as removing sticky residue or grime, apply WD-40 directly to the affected area. Let it sit for a minute to break down the residue. Then wipe it clean with a cloth. Always test a small, inconspicuous area first to ensure it won't damage the surface. Safety is paramount when using WD-40. Always work in a well-ventilated area to avoid inhaling fumes. Wear gloves to protect your skin and consider using safety goggles if you're working with high-pressure applications. Keep the can away from heat sources and open flames, as WD-40 is flammable. Also, it's crucial to read the label and understand the product's limitations. WD-40 is not suitable for all surfaces, such as certain plastics or electrical components. Familiarizing yourself with these limitations will help you avoid costly mistakes and ensure you are using the product effectively. By following these best practices, you can maximize the benefits of WD-40 while keeping safety in mind. Alternatives to WD-40. While WD-40 is a popular choice for many tasks, there are several alternatives that can be more effective depending on the application. Understanding these alternatives can help you choose the right products for your specific needs. One common alternative is silicone spray. This product is excellent for lubricating surfaces that require a non-staining, water-resistant solution. Silicone spray is particularly useful for rubber seals, gaskets, and sliding surfaces, as it provides a long-lasting barrier against moisture without attracting dirt. If you're working on outdoor equipment or items that will be exposed to the element, silicone spray is often the better choice. Another option is penetrating oil, such as PB Blaster or Liquid Range. These products are specifically designed to loosen rusted or stuck parts. They work by penetrating the rust and corrosion, making it easier to remove bolts, nuts, and other fasteners. If you are dealing with a particularly stubborn mechanical issue, penetrating oil can save you time and effort compared to WD-40. Graphite powder is another alternative worth considering, especially for applications that require dry lubrication. It's ideal for locks, hinges, and other mechanisms where oil-based lubricants might attract dust and grime. Graphite powder provides a clean, long-lasting solution without the mess associated with liquid lubricants. Overall, while WD-40 is versatile, there are situations where alternatives like silicone spray, penetrating oil, or graphite powder may be more effective. By understanding the strengths of these products, you can make informed decisions and achieve better results in your projects. Have you gotten a creative way to use WD-40? Comment below and share your take.